Hello, everyone. Time to do some writing. Uh, every day this week, we're going to do some writing in our journals about an Earth habitat. Earth habitats. We learned about that in kindergarten. Yeah, Earth habitats are places on the Earth that are different, that have a lot of different animals that live there. So there are a lot of habitats. The ocean is a habitat. The forest is a habitat. The savanna is a habitat. The jungle is a habitat. Mountains are a habitat. And of course, the desert is a habitat on the earth. Today we're going to write about the desert habitat. So I want you to think in your brain about some of the animals that live in the desert. A lot of different animals live in the desert. Yeah, we're going to draw a picture of some of the animals of the desert habitat. So go get your journal or a piece of paper and some crayons and a pencil and meet me back at your table. Go, 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 go. I'm going to move my computer. Are you back? Awesome. Here's my picture of the desert habitat. Wow, what do you see? Yeah, remember a lot of sand in the desert, a lot of sand. I'll use my pencil to point. And there's a few plants like these that have little pokies on them called a cactus. And a few other plants, but not very many. And I don't see any rivers or lakes. There's not much water in the desert. Let me remind you of some of the animals that live in the desert. My turn, your turn. Snake, elf owl. Remember we learned about the elf owl? They live inside a cactus. Scorpion, lizards. There's lots of kinds of lizards. We learned about the bearded dragon, the Gila monster, kit fox. Oh, kit foxes are adorable. They have giant ears. Why do they have giant ears? Oh, jackrabbits have giant ears too. Jackrabbit, kit fox, tarantula, kangaroo rat. Those are some of the animals that we learned about that live in the desert. Awesome. This is the desert. My turn, your turn. This is the desert. That's going to be our first sentence. I'm going to take my paper up because it's falling off. This is the desert. Let me see how many words that is. This is the desert. We're going to write 4 words. Our first word is this. We're going to write today together, our first sentence together. So pick up your pencil just like me and get your paper ready, and we're going to write the magic word this. I already looked in my word wall, and I know how to spell it. Do you? Watch me if you don't. I'm going to start with the capital because it's the beginning of a sentence. T, H, headline, the outline. I, remember to leave a doorway, and S. This, look at all my letters are together. Make yours together but not touching. Write your word this. If you're not finished, you can push pause and finish. When you're done, we're going to write the next word. This is. Do you know magic word is? I-S. I-S. But before we write is, what do we need to do? Leave a 2-finger space. Leave a 2-finger space. Sometimes I just use my eyes too. I think it's going to be right about here. Right about here. Is. There we go. Did you write it? Touch and read. This is. What's our next word? I'm going to go to the beginning and read. This is the. I'm going to leave my 2-finger space and write the. T, H, E. Oh, I made a little mistake. My E's a little bit on top of my H. Yeah, if you make a mistake on your writing, you can fix it, fix it, fix it. Yeah, That's what's fun about writing is if you make a mistake, it's no big deal. Just fix it. I fixed it. That's beautiful. Let's go to the beginning and read. This is the desert. Now, if I leave two finger spaces, I think I might be able to fit desert. If yours fits, you can write it here. If it doesn't fit, you have to go down here. Let's see if I can write desert. Watch me, then write it like I do. D, E, S, E, R, T. I made it just fit. This is the desert. Period. Is that a period? Sometimes people make a mistake and they make a big circle period. Yeah. In kindergarten, we learned a period is just a period is just, I dropped my pencil just like I do at school. A period is just a little dot on the foot line. 1, 2, 3. This is the desert. Wow. Write your sentence. Push pause and write your sentence. This is the desert. Did you do it? Did you start with the capital? Did you leave spaces? Did you put your period? Did you make your magic word this and is and the just perfect? Awesome. And now, I want you to think of what animal you want to write about. But don't write it yet. I'm going to write about my animal, and then when I'm done, you can write about your animal. What animal will I pick? Scorpions. Now, in the desert, there are a lot of them. Not just one scorpion. There are a lot of scorpions. Scorpions. So I have to put an S at the end. Scorpions. I don't have enough room to write scorpions there. I'm going to have to go down here. Scorpions live in the desert. That's going to be my sentence. You might pick a different animal, but I'm going to write about scorpions. So you watch me write first, and then you can write about your animals. Scorpions. Wait a second. Is this sentence number 1 or sentence number 2? I already wrote that sentence. This is the desert. That one's finished. This is sentence number 2. So I have to start with a capital. Stretch it like a rubber band. Scorpion. Scorpion. But I want to put an S because I want to say scorpions. That's a long word. Scorpions live. Remember my spaces. Live. Am I done? No, I'm going to go to the beginning of sentence 2. Scorpions live in. Let's see, if I do spaces, I think it'll be about here. In. Scorpions live in the. Oh, look at the. It's kind of a small word. I think I can fit it. If I do 2 finger spaces, I can do T-H-E. Oh, I just made it fit. Scorpions live in the desert. I'll leave my space. And, oh, no. No spaces when you go here, just to the end. And if you forgot how to write desert, it's right up here. D-E-S-E-R-T. D-E-S-E-R-T. What? I made a mistake? D-E... Why is that S capital? Yeah, that's not the beginning. That's the beginning. This S has to be lowercase. Yeah, make your letters lowercase unless it's the beginning. There we go. Scorpions live in the desert. That is my sentence number 2. I'm going to check sentence number 2. I started with the capital. I left my spaces. Oh, what did I forget? Period. Now I wrote 2 sentences. This is the desert. Ding! Scorpions live in the desert. Bing! Awesome! And now you get to pick what animal you want and write your second sentence. Maybe you will say, kit foxes live in the desert. Or maybe you will say, tarantulas live in the desert. Or maybe you will say, elf owls live in the desert. Or maybe you will say, sharks live in the desert. What? You can't say sharks live in the desert. That's not real. Sharks don't live in the desert. You can't put sharks. So make your most beautiful picture and your most beautiful writing. And remember, families, magic words have to be spelled correctly. And you have the magic word list in your journal that you picked up. If you don't have it, email me and I will get you a copy of it. But these other words, like live and scorpions, I want kids to just use the sounds they know. This is called kindergarten writing, and that is perfect. We know as adults we might write it differently because we're adults, but in kindergarten, we use the sounds we know, and that is perfect. When you're all done with your desert habitat writing, take a picture or a video and send it to me. I want to see what animal you picked from the desert habitat. Tomorrow we'll do another habitat writing. Okay, bye. Get your pencil. Make it beautiful. Struggle. Stick to it. Persevere. Bye. Miss you.